Hello, welcome to today's Pressure Point video. This morning I was in Manchester and talking to a client, and then this afternoon I've been here in Liverpool. And a concept has come up today in both my meetings. They were unrelated meetings, and yet they had a curious connection about them. And the conversation I was having was all about bandwidth. I was talking about managing and leading and coaching people in their chosen role as managers and leaders, and how broad was their bandwidth. How wide was their capacity to cope with adversity and to cope with a wider variety of circumstances. And I've mentioned in a previous video this idea of earthquake architecture, this idea that we need to be able to have a behavioural form that can cope with a diverse range of forces put upon it. And bandwidth for me is an evolution of that same idea. So if you have a narrow bandwidth, then you can operate well in a small range of circumstances with defined boundaries and with clear rules and lots of certainty and predictability. If you have a wide bandwidth, then you can operate in uncertainty, in ambiguity, with very little in terms of boundaries, with no guidelines and very few rules in order to guide you and construct you. And perhaps you can operate without the influence of a senior leader controlling you or telling you what you should do or shouldn't do. And I think in order for us to be as effective as we can be in the workplace and at home, but in all aspects of life, it's about broadening your bandwidth. And how broad is your capacity to operate in different environments? Because the broader you can make it, the less anything can derail you, the less things can throw you, the less stress you'll experience, because you've got a capacity to say, okay, I might not have experienced this before, but I can still cope. So that's the thinking pattern, or the thinking process I'd like you to perhaps take away from this is, ask yourself the question, how broad is my bandwidth? How wide a range of circumstances can I cope with? And beyond that, not just cope with, but how broad a range of circumstances can I thrive in? Can I actually achieve in whatever is going on around me? And I think in terms of personal development, that's a really exciting area to explore. What is it that I need to do to create the broadest bandwidth I can create for a wider range of circumstances as I can envisage? So thank you for watching and listening, and I will be back to you soon with another Pressure Point video. Thanks very much.